Did you just witness what happened to the WNBA after Caitlin Clark's team was expelled? Fans are furious and boycotting the league, which is currently in complete upheaval.
It appears that Caitlin Clark fans have listened. Last night, I received the ratings for the first round of games for the Chase for the Golden Toilet. As expected, darkness is coming. The spotlight is rapidly fading.
Regardless of how it is presented, the majority of people were uninterested in the WNBA before to the arrival of Kate Clark.
2 years ago, their home attendance was 1,800 fans. Their average this year, home attendance, is 17,000. That's almost 10 times. And, of course, the big difference is Caitlin Clark.
Perhaps the WNBA will revert to its pre-Caitlin Clark state now that the league star has left.
A lot of the Indiana Fever fans or Caitlin Clark fans that you speak of are no longer going to watch the WNBA now that the Indiana Fever are.
There's no denying that despite being mistreated, she single-handedly brought the league into the spotlight. Now that she's out of the league, people are once again losing interest in the WNBA. Fans were already furious about all the hate Caitlin Clark was receiving. Her opponents weren't just picking on her on the court. They were also accusing her fans of being hateful.
They're going to come back and say, see, we were right all along. It's all the racists that follow Caitlin Clark that were watching the product, and now they're gone, and we're back with our diehards. And that's the ratings that you're seeing. Actual W fans, not WNBA, actual W fans.
Let me get it right.
That's going to be the argument.
Congratulations. As of right now, Caitlin Clark's fans may decide not to watch the WNBA altogether this year. By fans, I mean the entire WNBA audience. However, if anyone still believes that Caitlin Clark's absence won't have an impact on viewership, they should stop being naive and acknowledge the reality, which is
Caitlin Clark came in and made such an impact on how many people started to care about the WNBA. This was the highest viewed season in the history of the league. In 28 years, the numbers were stellar.
To be honest, how many of you didn't start following the WNBA until Caitlin Clark appeared on the scene?
Caitlin Clark drew a whole new fan base into it, and now the question is, because she has been eliminated, she and the Indiana Fever are eliminated after losing 2 games to the Connecticut Sun. What is the rest of the season going to look like, ratings-wise, for the WNBA? Are people still going to care? That is the question on everybody's mind, because when you look at the numbers with Caitlin Clark...
If you ask me, that isn't really a question.
Now we're seeing comments of people saying, well, it's been real WNBA, I'm going to go back to watching football now. Like, I'll be back when Caitlin plays again, or I'll be back when the Indiana Fever play because now I'm an Indiana Fever.
Right now, every fan of Caitlin Clark says the same thing. The WNBA wouldn't be the same without her.
Literally carried the sport on her back all summer long. She talks that yang. That's what resonates with Caitlin Clark. It isn't her being white. It isn't her being straight. Her game resonates with people in basketball and across the country because she's got that edge. She plays with a flair. I heard her drop 3 F-bombs in one game sitting right there courtside. Her teammates had to hold her back. She's yelling at the coach. That's what Magic, Bird, Isaiah, Jordan, you name it, that's what they do. Clark resonates, but that clicking sound you hear is television's being turned off. Ain't nobody watching this stuff now. Ain't nobody turning the set on and saying, I gotta watch who?
I don't think anyone will take the WNBA seriously until they address this bias and the anomos.
Points by a point guard in a season in WNBA history. Most double-doubles by a rookie guard in WNBA history. Most points by a rookie in WNBA history. Most assists by a rookie in the history of the WNBA. First WNBA rookie to record 2 triple-doubles. First triple-double by a rookie in WNBA history. First triple-double in Fever history. The first player to be named WNBA Player of the Month and Rookie of the Month in the same month. First player in WNBA history with 20 or more points, 15 or more assists, and 5 or more rebounds in a game. She won Rookie of the Month 4 times. Eastern Conference Player of the Week 3 times. She set a single-season record for assists. Period. Single-season rookie record for assists. That makes sense. Single-season rookie record for 3-pointers. Single-game record for assists, 19. Franchise record for most double-doubles, 3-pointers. Career 10 or more assists in a game. How about that? Franchise record for most career 10 or more assists in a game. Fastest WNBA player to reach 100 3-pointers. She did it in 34 games. Most assists by a rookie in a WNBA All-Star game, for which she received the most fan votes ever. 700,000 of those. Fastest player to reach 350 points and 150 assists to start a season, regardless of years in the...
Have you seen the incredible list of records she broke this season? It's the most points a point guard has scored in a season.
Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever had over 1.8 million viewers, and the rest of the games had around 400,000 viewers. If you added them up together, they still wouldn't add up to 1.84.
If that's not impressive, the WNBA is already experiencing a significant decline in viewership. And the Indiana Fever playoff game attracted more viewers than the next 3 playoff games combined. She has set so many records that we had to speed up the video clip to list them all.
Sunday afternoon, competing directly with the fourth quarter of the early slate of games in the NFL. Caitlin Clark drew 1.8 million viewers on ABC. It was the most watched playoff game since Game 2 of the 2000 WNBA Finals, and it was the most watched game in the WNBA playoffs on an NFL Sunday.
Most Americans spend Sundays watching football, but Caitlin Clark changed that. Music. Despite the NFL games being on, people couldn't help but watch her WNBA playoff match, which attracted an unprecedented 1.8 million views.
I was not excited about the playoffs starting. First of all, it is a football Sunday, and I don't care how much we've grown and people are tuning in and they're watching in the eyes. You're going up against NFL on a Sunday.
Now, you would think that everyone in the WNBA community would be overjoyed that even with a full schedule of NFL games, the WNBA pulled in record-breaking viewership. However, Caitlin Clark's biggest detractor, Cheryl Swoops, stirred things up instead of giving credit where credit is due. Swoops, who has never been impressed by the Fever star, made it clear that she wasn't even thrilled that the viewers tuned in to watch WNBA instead of NFL. When asked in her podcast, Queens of the Court, when asked about her thoughts on the WNBA playoffs surpassing NFL.
Not just a delusional fan base who is just delusional, but they're not really tuning in. No, these people are coming in waves to watch one player who has sold out every single arena that she has played in this.
Cheryl, you're not only demeaning the WNBA and Caitlin Clark, but also the new fans she attracted to the league because fans opted to watch Caitlin Clark on a Sunday despite NFL games being broadcast.
Talk about league attendance. The Indiana Fever, all right, with Caitlin Clark, led the league in attendance both home and on the road. Fever averaged 17,035 at home, 15,000 on the road. Attendance for the entire league up nearly 50% this year, according to data from across the timeline. And Indiana leads all teams with an average attendance of, like I said, of 17,035. Merchandise sales are up 450%. I'm going to repeat that. Merchandise sales are up 450% for the WNBA, according to Fanatics.
Let's take a moment to talk about Caitlin Clark. Although she didn't join the league, she transformed it.
The WNBA announced they plan to commit $50 million over the next 2 seasons so players can fly uncharted planes. The league faced backlash on social media when Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark and the team was seen walking through a Dallas airport headed to a commercial flight. I need any females out there who are fans of the WNBA, who are fans of WNBA players, who are critical of Caitlin Clark in any way to stand down, chill out. You need to hug that girl when you see her. You need to embrace her. You need to compete like hell to go up against her, take her down on the basketball court. That's fine, which I believe the Diana Taurasi's and the Asia Wilsons and others of the world will gladly do. But in her very first press conference, she brought up the fact that they had to fly commercial, and the next damn day, $50 million was committed to the players. Who you think has something to do with that? She could have been selfish. She was selfish.
Therefore, she moved the WNBA players from claustrophobic commercial planes to private charters. Before Caitlin Clark attracted all the new fans and attention, players had to take commercial aircraft to games. But as she rose to prominence, everything changed.
Help build the NBA deserved far more shine that they were getting. You have every right to feel that way. What you have to respect, however, is that the paying customer, the audience, didn't feel that way. They did not give a damn about the WNBA. And they really were not feeling the WNBA to the degree that they're feeling the WNBA now, obviously because of Caitlin Clark, who's selling out games and got the Indiana Fever selling out games more than they sell out Pacer games.
Indiana Fever, remember, Caitlin Clark was drafted first, which means last year they were the worst team in the WNBA. It did not matter because this season they were the most watched team in the league. An average of viewership, 1.1 million viewers each game in the regular season. Other games, listen to this, paled in comparison, drawing just about 394,000 viewers on average.
Women out there Y'all petty, man. Hey, LeBron, you're 100% right on these girls hating on Caitlin Clark. Y'all petty, girls. I expect men to be petty because we're the most insecure group in the world.
Oh, you are.
Y'all should be thanking that girl for getting y'all that private charters, all the money and visibility she bringing to the WNBA. Don't be petty like dudes. Listen, what she's accomplished, give her flowers. Stop being petty, all you women out there. She got y'all charters. She bringing all y'all this money to the table, but y'all being petty like dudes. LeBron, you are 100% right. Y'all girls, stop being petty. Caitlin Clark, thank you for bringing all that money and shine to the WNBA.